Thankful for that.
Yeah. Well, lots of confidence from both teams as we look to wrap up and go into a head-to-head in this press conference. Just a quick word from everybody on the teams. Evan, your prediction for the fight. I mean, it might be a bit of a silly question, really, but you've been a real character at this press conference. Take it away.
He don't even know shit about boxing. He's a strength coach.
I know you're gonna get knocked the fuck out. Now, December 9th, you're gonna come out and you're gonna witness.
Go tell him to do some push-ups and burpees and shit like that, brother.
Regis Prograis display not only power and speed, precision. You're gonna see all that. And you're going to see Devin Haney flat on his back.
You don't even sound like you know about boxing.
Flat on his back.
It's that y'all do penitentiary workouts.
I promise you. What you going to say at night of the fight when you're looking up at the fucking ceiling?
I'm going to say you a trash-ass coach.
I'm going to help you up.
I've been told you that.
I'm going to help you up. I'm going to shake your hand and say, see you next time.
That jailhouse shit in the garage is not going to work.
You're going to get knocked out.
Yeah, okay.
I promise you that. You're going to get knocked out. You can, this here, you ain't never seen this before. You've never, in your career, you've not seen a fighter of this magnitude, son.
You don't even know about boxing.
That's real.
You don't even know about
Every boxing
boxing.
promoter out there, do you know the real deal? And all y'all just giving Haney, all y'all get credit for Haney, it's going to be a problem on December 9th.
Regis saw Devin Haney before. You don't even know shit.
You're going to get knocked out.
Hey, Coach, has Regis saw Devin Haney before?
I know my job.
Hey, Coach, has Regis saw Devin Haney before?
Bro,
is this his toughest fight? Is this his toughest fight, Coach?
Hell no, it's not his toughest fight.
Okay.
Hell no.
You just lying now. You just saying anything.
Okay, look.
Regis, is this the toughest fight of your career?
We'll see after the night.
Look.
We'll see after
on paper, though? On paper, is it?
I don't think so. We'll see.
Don't tell him to talk to your grown man. Let him talk.
You shit been choreographed.
Huh?
Your whole career been choreographed.
Okay.
Listen,
only choreograph was getting you here, clown.
It's gonna be violent.
That's how we choreographed it.
It's gonna be violent.
Listen,
your daddy know violence. Your daddy know violence. You don't know violence.
I'm handicapped.
You don't know violence.
I don't even know you.
You don't know violence. You don't even know me. But you're gonna feel me. You're gonna feel me. That's the problem with boxing today. You got Instagram guys like this who got so many fucking followers. He ain't never won a street fight. You ain't been in no street fight.
Undisputed champion of the world.
Absolutely. You're going to get knocked out,
street fight.
In your hometown, in the Bay Area, you're going to get knocked out.
I'm in a prize fight. I fight for the biggest prize, brother.
Okay, can I listen? That's a great position.
The official.
I'll speak the truth.
The official analysis from Evan. Now, Bill.
Okay.
Your analysis, please.
So what I want to do is, because that's the coaching old school. That's an old school theory that you have to be from. You have to be from the trenches, or you have to be from the mud, or you have to be something, or you have to be something to be an elite boxer. That's BS, man. You know what I'm saying? And all the parents and mothers and fathers that are watching and think that it's good to have an Eddie Hearn, but you don't have to have an Eddie Hearn. You don't have to have a Floyd Mayweather. You don't have to have what you have to have is a strong faith and a strong belief in what you have and in yourself. Me and Devin, we started out and we wanted to show other fathers and other mothers that you can get here too, that you don't have to have been to jail 30,000 times. You don't have to have none of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So what I do encourage parents and everybody just listen, stay working in that gym, perfect your craft inside the gym and not outside in the streets. We want to put the gloves on, the guns down, and the violence down. And I think Devin, who's his own promoter. Now listen. Who wants the problems like this? Does anybody want any problems out of Regis and this guy? Absolutely not. That's why they never got any work. We called Eddie, right? Devin could have called a lot of different places, but he called Eddie to make this fight happen with a tough out like this team, this Progress team. I'm going to remember everything that this coach is saying.
You need to.
I'm going to remember. I'm going to work tremendous hard.
We will too.
We will too. Making sure that Devin is prepared. And thank you guys for having us.
A prediction on the fight? Away from the Devin Haney win, how does this fight play out, Bill?
The ballhead guy will be shut up. He's going to shut up. That's for one thing. I know he's going to shut up.
Okay.
And listen, and Devin will be victorious against a great champion like Regis Prograis, and we will win.
Challenger, Devin Haney.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. After the fight, I'm gonna go talk straight to him, and he gonna say, "I was just trying to sell the fight. I was just trying to get people to watch the fight." I'm gonna say, "Nigga, I don't want to hear none of that shit. I told you I was gonna whoop his ass, and I'm gonna do it on December 9th. Y'all tune in.
Private school kid,
it's gonna be fireworks. You don't know
Who
me.
taught you how to do that?
Your mom.
You're
nigga.
a private school
Your
kid,
mom.
Mom. You're a private school kid.
Homeschooled, man.
What it do, what it do. It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, John J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. There's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. That motherfucker said, bro, you do penitentiary workout. That motherfucker said, bro, doing jailhouse workouts in a garage ain't gonna cut it, bro. I swear to God. Bro, I dropped everything in my hand. Listen, I've been promoting this peaceful shit. This black unity and all this, we ain't gotta be no chaos when two black fight. Listen, bro, all that shit is out the window. This shit brought out all the ignorant. I guess it brought out an ignorant side of me. At this point, bro, EA Sports is in the game. EA Sports is in the game. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, I thought it might have went far. I thought Bill and Tola were gonna. Nah, I thought some shit might, you know what I'm saying, especially during that face off. I'm glad there no blows exchange. Well, let me put this shit out. Listen, that motherfucker, listen. Hey, listen, at this point, bro, I'm just, listen, however it gotta go, it gotta go. Because I talk all that peaceful shit, but bro, I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior at heart. So war come, but it takes war to achieve peace. You can't have peace without going through war. So I'm all for war. So at this point, I got my war boots on. We can talk that peace shit later. Yeah, December 10th, we can talk peace. At this point, it's war, and I'm suited and booted. Listen, before I get to the shit, I just want to give a shout out. I know people think, you know, some people think, I don't know, some people may even think I'm racist. Oh, he hate white folks. No, I don't, bro. I hate oppression. Listen, shout out to Eddie Hearn. I made videos about you. I've spoke about you. And I think you one of the biggest cappers. You cap, bro. You do a lot of capping. I don't trust you in this Joshua and Wilder fight. I think you always protected Joshua from Wilder. But let me say this. When it comes to promoters in boxing, you're not the biggest, bro. Al and Bob is bigger than you. PB, well, they finna be some other shit now. But PBC and Al and Bob Arum and Top Rank is bigger than you. And it's American-based promotional companies. I said you didn't do right by Andre. Yeah, it's a couple fighters I feel like you didn't do right. But I don't know what you're going to do with Hitchens. But got to give you credit. And it's a damn shame that I got to give a white boy that ain't even from America credit for putting two black fighters, two hell of a black fighters together for a hell of an event at the Chase Center, the first boxing match that has ever been at the Chase Center in San Francisco, California, man. I'm talking about shout out to the Bay Area. Listen, it's a goddamn shame that, because we got to talk, and I'm going to always mention this, Top Rank, nor PBC, nor American Boxing promotes two great black fighters fighting each other. They don't do it, bro. PBC did not want the Terrence Crawford-Earl Spence fight. Earl Spence pushed that shit. And we see how they doing, Earl. They ain't got no more promotion for him. They ain't talking about him. They talking out the fight. You see how his own promotion are doing them? Am I the only one who noticed this? Every time Espinoza talk, every time PBC talk, they ain't even interested in the rematch. They don't want Spence to get his get back. Do you notice that? But Spence made that fight happen, and that's a fact. PBC never wanted Terrence Crawford versus Earl Spence. They never wanted, and Bob never wanted it. So that fight would have never happened had it not been for Spence saying, fuck it, bro. I don't want no other fight. It's either this or nothing. That's what I feel like Spence really told him. It's either this or nothing, bro. They don't promote it. They never do highlights of two black and say, what about this fight? They're not even promoting Tank versus Shakur. So the fact that you from another country are promoting two black fighters, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, and I appreciate that it ain't got to be in Vegas. It ain't got to be in the normal places that buy. This in the Bay Area. Ooh, this in that Bay, man. Oh, that Bay gonna come out. Listen, 9,000 tickets sold in the first week. Just for those who say Devin don't sell. 9,000 tickets sold in the first week. Listen, it's a lot of shit I gotta say. Yeah, gave you a shout out, Eddie. Another shout out. Let me give another shout out, because in my last video I told Regis, listen, I respect you, brother. And I told him he's very intelligent. I love the Cigar Talk interview. I respect you as a man, bro. You're a great man of your family. Great father. Just a great man of your family, bro. You family orientated, and I love that shit. Regis Prograis is a man. He ain't no clown ass dude. Sometimes he say shit I don't agree. Regis Prograis is not a clown. I respect you, bro, and I want to make that shit very clear. I can be a big fan of Devin Haney, and I can still respect his opponent. Regis Prograis is the baddest motherfucker Devin Haney has ever fought. Loma might have been more skilled, but this is a bigger challenge to me. It's the biggest challenge of Devin's career. You dealing with a dude that can knock you out with either hand with one punch. Left hand or right hand, because his right hook is devastating. Regis Prograis got power in both hands. His hands are very heavy. He's knocking out 140-pounder fighters. What do you think he can do to Devin Haney if he hit him right? Or any 135-pounder? You dealing with one of the most dangerous punchers in the 140-pound division in your first fight at 140. So, Regis Prograis, respect to you. Also, I noticed something about Regis, because I thought Regis was going to be the ignorant one. No. Listen, Regis was really, he looked a little disgusted in it. He didn't like the shit. He didn't like that. And I'm pretty sure he's going to get on his coach. Listen, Coach Tobler, I went back and forth on Instagram with Tobler. He messaged me. We've talked months and months ago. We've talked several times on Instagram. I respect to you, bro. I have nothing against Tobler. I've made videos about Regis when he wasn't getting the fights he wanted. And Tobler, he's coming on my videos and stuff like that. So I'm familiar with him. I think he's a hell of a strength and conditioning coach. I think he dope at what he do. Tobler is a beast at what he do. No, he's not a trainer, but he's a strength and conditioning coach. And he a hell of a goddamn trainer at that. He great at what he do. So, shout out to you. Oh, but listen, my only criticism of Tobler, listen, to say Devin Haney ain't shit is almost to say Regis Prograis ain't shit. I mean, we got to give these fighters they credit. You know that who is he fought narrative. We just got to stop that, bro. It's taking credit away from your fighter if he win, because you said he was nobody. But listen, Bill Tobler, he acted a fool, but Bill just took over the show. I'm gonna tell you, bro, them Oakland dudes different. I'm just gonna be honest. I told you, we got one hood store that's black owned in Marshall. It's called Hicks Corner. The wife is still living. She about 90. The husband died some years ago. But they've had this store about 50 years in Marshall. Yeah, it's very historic. Home cooked food. Yeah. And, the winos chill, Used to be a domino gambling shack. Everybody chill on the corner. All that shit. Come get you a sack. A lot of shit. But, so I know how Oakland dudes different, bro. Oakland dudes some of the most player dudes in the country. I gotta say that Oakland dudes different, bro. They just got a different kind of sauce. They thorough. Them Oakland dudes, every dude I ever met from Oakland is thorough. When them dudes came from Oakland to Marshall, bro, we didn't even think we were street dudes no more. That shit, we was talking and trying to live, and I was like 16, 15 when I met Oakland dudes, because like I said, Miss Hicks and Mr. Hicks are from Oakland, and they family come down all the time. Them dudes are different. Them dudes are way different. That's the first time I put syrup on the blunt. Yeah, they put purple on their blunt, and they don't mix it with soda and shit like we do. But anyway, that's a whole other story. I no longer sip drink. I'm not promoting that shit, but I'm just saying, Oakland dudes are different. Listen, Bill Haney. the best thing that Bill Haney did that I like, for one, I like the fact that you can still tell your son, hey, leave that alone, bro. And Devin quit talking. He kind of shut Devin up, like, bro, don't get to arguing with his coach. Like, chill on that shit. And he chilled on that shit. When Bill Haney pointed out the fact that as black parents, there's nothing wrong with being proud that our son didn't have to eat syrup sandwiches. Mayonnaise sandwiches and ketchup sandwiches and shit. That should be a celebration in the black community. It shouldn't be looked down on. Y'all kept saying private school and private. That's the biggest thing I didn't like. We should be proud of a father getting his son out of a situation, bro. We should be proud of that, bro. That's something to be celebrated, not to be looked down on. I know a lot of us don't have fathers and we resent that shit and we resent older men, black men. But nah, bro, that's a celebration. Listen, I'm not going to stay on that, but I'm glad Bill pointed that shit out. Regis Prograis was definitely calm. He was irritated by, by all the talking. He even said it. He said, it's some clown shit. He didn't really, and I was shocked. And it's almost scary. Regis Prograis is, I'm telling you, in my opinion, this fight is different from any fight in his career. It's different. It's a different Regis. When Regis said, I want to show people this ain't no puncher versus boxer, that I actually got skills too. Let me say this, bro. Regis Prograis is not the most skilled fighter, but people underestimate the way he maneuver and set up shots. Regis can set your ass up. No, he ain't good at like Tank is at setting you up. No, he ain't good like Crawford when it comes to setting you up. Regis will set your ass up, and that overhand left is guaranteed to hurt any fighter at 140. It can clip you, bro. When he talked about that let me know he's not depending on just power to beat Devin. Which is, I'm telling you, because if that version of Regis just trying to knock him out, you'll never beat Devin like that. But to actually be methodical and show your skills and set up certain shit, you can clip him, bro. You have a much better chance, and you can make this a tough fight. So I respect Regis, and I believe that his preparation will be top notch. I believe he will prepare like never before. He gonna be ready. But let me mention something. Devin the Dream Haney. That's why I fucks with you, bro. Yeah, you wear a lot of shiny shit, and many fighters do, and I've said, I don't knock the jury, but, this and that. I've said little shit, but listen, Devin Haney a dog. Devin Haney is a straight up dog, bro. And it just, when you fuck with a fight, it just, the more they show you that shit, the more you get excited, the more I fuck with you, bro. Devin Haney ain't born that shit. Devin Haney man, listen, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He may not be hood. He may not be thuggish, ruggish, bonish, but that motherfucker got that Oakland shit. I believe, I don't know if it's the water, but if you've ever lived in Oakland and you've drunk the water or he got Oakland ways when it goes to the ring, bro. Devin a dog, bro. I don't know how much more I can explain it, and Devin was talking that shit. When he was talking to his coach, he was referring to and when I beat this motherfucking ass, I'm coming right up to you. And then, he was talking shit about Regis. Regis didn't say nothing, but I was shocked at that. And it's almost scary, but Devin was talking his shit. And I'm going to tell you something. That face-off, they both know it's real. Devin know, Regis for real. But Regis also know Devin, all that shit they say, bro, when you look in a man's eyes, all them what's that shit? All them reports and all this shit that people say about Devin, when you face to face and you look in that man's eyes, bro, Devin, he is that, bro. When you look in Devin Haney's eyes, bro, when he do his face, you can see why he was fighting. He was fighting in the schools. Bill was not trying to make him a boxer. He kept fighting in the schools. That's what he wanted to do. So hood or not, bro, Vegas or Oakland or whatever, or private school or home school or whatever, you dealing with a boy that since he was a kid, he wanted to fight. He's always wanted to fight. He starts the fights. So I'm just saying, bro, Devin Haney got some dog. He got some dog ways, bro. I love that face off though, and I just love the fact that Devin don't look nervous. None of that shit. None of that shit. And he was talking to Regis, talking to his coach. It just the energy, bro. Devin got that kind of shit. It's whatever you bring in. If you want to get it, we can go there. Whatever. If you want to be respectful, I'll be respectful because he always gave Regis his credit. I loved it. I ain't gonna lie to kick it, bro. Listen, I talk that peace shit, but I ain't gonna lie. I love that guy. I love it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like it because at the end of the day, Bill Haney and Fitness Tobler, they shook hands like men. He talked this shit, but they shook hands like men. Now, if it had went to some blows or dudes pushing each other and all that, and you a bitch, I don't like that. That would have been too far. But now, Tobler talked this shit. Regis talked a little shit. Devin and Bill talked big shit. But it was entertaining as fuck. I can't lie. It was entertaining. Very entertaining. Boy, I was laughing, bro. Oh, Devin like, who is this? He said he's not the real coach. Listen, that shit was funny, bro. But I definitely want to say this though, cause Regis, I could tell that he didn't want to just fully give. Cause when he was like, "Will this be your toughest opponent?" I ain't gonna say that. And he was like, "If I had a good performance in my last fight, you wouldn't have fought me." Well, first and foremost, before you even fought Zorilla, I think that was his name. Devin was already talking about fighting you. Bill was already talking about fighting you before that fight, and hence is why Bill Haney pulled up in New Orleans, bro. Before he ever knew what kind of performance he was gonna have, he pulled up, bro. So I just got to debunk because this can become some bullshit. I feel like it's a narrative that's already set up that if Devin beat Regis, it's that he picked up on Regis and his last performance. Nah, bro. He came to the fight. It wasn't after the fight that he started. He came to the fight before he ever seen that performance. He came to New Orleans to see you, bro. So, one thing about Devin, bro. One thing, even people that don't like him, one thing, he don't pick his fights. He do not pick his fight. He ain't cherry picking. He ain't trying to find the weakest link. Because Regis Prograis is not the weakest link. That is a fact. If that was the case, everybody would have been fighting him. Now, I've talked my shit. I think Gary Antoine Russell and Matias is the most, Antoine Russell been a little inactive, but Matias is the boogeyman. But I think Regis is a boogeyman, but I just think Matias at this point has become the boogeyman. But Regis is like the boogeyman that's been the boogeyman. For years, motherfuckers wouldn't fight him. So I'm not going to act like ain't nobody tried to fight Regis like that, bro. Only fighters really that I think is Matias, and I think Gary Antoine Russell will fight him. But Gary Antoine Russell just ain't been active. It's just hard for me to really speak on this. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, he just had a fight where he knocked the dude out in the first round. I really hope he can get another fight in before this year out, because I just want to see you active and see you trying to pursue to be great, bro. I know you had a lot of issues going on with your father and your brother, and rest in peace to them. But Matias, he's the boogeyman right now. But Regis Prograis that shit ain't no walking no park. Shit ain't no walking no park, especially a hungry Regis like now. Especially a Regis right now. He's very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. But, man, I seen the respect. I seen the mutual respect in that face-off. I definitely seen Regis. I definitely seen like, oh, no. Okay. Yeah, it's respect. It's respect. Just a little shit talk. Listen, sometimes I don't want to be too peaceful to the point where a motherfucker can't talk shit. Bro, fuck all that. Black folks can't do it. Let's just all get a... Sometimes we gotta fight. Sometimes we need to argue. Sometimes we need to talk shit and settle that shit. That's how you get respect sometimes. So, yeah, I'm all for that. Sometimes you gotta talk shit, settle your differences. And it was entertaining as fuck, like I said. Eddie Hearn, you set up a hell of an event. I'm telling you, I've said that David Benavidez versus Andre was still the show and be fight of the year. It's out of that fight in this fight, bro. Devin Haney versus Regis. I just see certain shit. I think it's going to be action-packed. I think that Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis is going to be action-packed. I think it's going to be action-packed because I think Regis going to really step on the gas. And when you really step on the gas, Devin going to have to really let his hands go. I think it's going to be action-packed. I think it's going to be an action-packed fight. And I'm telling you, more I look at the styles of this fight and the hunger in both fighters, bro, this fight can't miss. It can't miss. It can't miss because you got one group of people saying Devin might get knocked out. You got other people saying, man, Devin Haney moving up in his first fight and fighting one of the most dangerous punchers. He can become a 2-division world champion. I'm just saying, bro. In my opinion, I think at 140 and 147, Devin Haney, he gonna rise, bro. He gonna be dangerous at 140 and 147, bro. He gonna be dangerous. He gonna be dangerous. Dangerous, much stronger, much bigger. And I don't think no fighter at 140 will walk through his punches. I'm just telling you. I don't think no fighter at 140 will walk through his punches. I've never thought Devin was chinny, even though people say that shit and it's the narrative. Do I think soon as Regis land a big shot, Devin gone? No. It's going to take more than just a few, but he's capable of dropping anybody with one shot if he landed right, at the right spot, at the right time, the right timing and shit. You can hurt anybody. But I just think it's going to shock Regis when he hit Devin and Devin keep coming. I just think certain shit going to shock him. The quickness, I'm just telling you. Listen, it was a good first press conference. Like I said, I could see the maturity in Regis. I thought he was gonna be the ignorant one. I thought Regis was gonna go. I thought he was gonna, because what I didn't want to see, I didn't want Regis to get in a shouting match with Bill and you a bitch. I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see nobody calling nobody out each other's name and straight disrespect. I didn't want to see that. I didn't want to see no motherfuckers throwing hands and trying to dive on somebody in the stage, because at times white folks love to look back and you know. So, they love it. But anyway, I'm glad it's in the Bay Area. I'm glad it ain't in Vegas. We get enough fights out there with Mexican versus black fighters. So I'm glad it can be a Bay fight, a black on black fight, a black on black affair. Gonna be a lot of black people in attendance. So shout out to the Bay, bro. Shout out to y'all, because Devin got a real fan base coming out the Bay, but he got a fan base all over. But he big in the Bay. And I've said it and I'm gonna keep saying it. Devin Haney is a top 5 star in boxing. Talk that shit if you want. Tank, Earl, Bud, Devin. I'm not finna name no fucking Canelo. I'm not finna name a Columbia, And when Wilder was active, I feel like he was the face of boxing. But Tank, Earl, Bud, Devin, Shakur. I think them are the top 5 stars in boxing, in my opinion. Top 5 names. When you hear the names in boxing, these are the names you're going to hear the most. Tank, Earl, Bud, Devin, and Shakur. Those are the top 5 stars in boxing. So, talk that shit if you want. Everybody want to see Devin fight, whether you love him or hate him. Everybody want to see him fight. So, he a name. That's why I say Devin versus Tank is the biggest fight in boxing. So, people be tripping on that stock. Like I said, 9,000 tickets in the first week. Devin is a seller, bro. He's fought all over the country. So that shit ain't cap. He bring a lot to the table. And Regis is giving Devin an opportunity of becoming a world champion. But also, Regis, you need to understand that, bro. Respect the fact. You said he don't sell, but look at, you are on the biggest stage you've ever been on. You done bought some shiny necklaces and shit. I know you got a huge check. You got Rolexes and shit on there. Listen, bro. Respect the fact that Devin has helped you get the biggest bag of your career. Because one thing about Devin been making 4, 5, 6 mil in a fight. He been doing that for years. He make more than Shakur. Been making more. The only fighter under 147 to make more money than Devin Haney is Tank. That's it. Nobody else. So 4-5 mil and little shit like that ain't shit. Devin got about 4 Maybachs, about 5 Maseratis and shit. So he been getting money, bro. He been a star in boxing, bro. So respect his star power, bro. He's a bigger star than you. Respect the fact that, yeah, you giving him a title shot, but he's giving you a chance at stardom. Because if you beat Devin Haney, you become a top 5 star in boxing. So this shit was exciting and shit. I ain't gonna lie to kick it. Shit. I got so much respect for Bill, though, as a man. I'm telling you, Bill Haney is the #1 promoter in boxing. DHP is the next. Listen, I just love the fact how he took control of the situation and talked to black parents and let us know. Listen, bro, the shit we think is cool ain't cool, bro. It ain't cool to eat syrup sandwich. It ain't cool to struggle, bro. That's not cool. It's cool to make greater paths for your children, bro, and greater paths for your family. You know, so that's what it's about, bro. It's about cleaning up our communities, you know, so that our kids won't grow up under all this violence and shit like that. It ain't so much about getting out the community. It's about cleaning up our shit, because the laws ain't gonna do it. The government ain't gonna do it. Ain't nobody else gonna clean up us but us. So we gotta clean up ourselves. I gotta clean up what I messed up and start my life over again. You remember that song? I gotta clean up, oh, what I messed up. Anyway, this is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, George. With that, I'm out.